Yay! Girl, get ready. Get ready. Y'all, I went in. Okay? Hey friends. Hey family. It's your girl Melissa Q. Welcome back for another video. Yeah, but see, the look has changed. I do have some Christian things. I have apparel. I have fragrance. I have books. Let's get into it. If you love all things Christian, hair care, body care, things over 40, for women over 40, this is designed for you and for those women who want to live that Proverbs 31 life and really evolve and elevate your lifestyle, then this is the place to be. So let's hop into the favorite. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about, we're not going to delay. First of all, we're going to talk about this hair, okay? Y'all, got this hair. If you could tell, straight out the box, I was able to wear it. This is from Temu. Let me say it again, Temu. I think this is a human hair. It is I want to say it is their 10-inch. I'll leave a link down below, but I'm going to show you some pictures so you guys can see. I have on a hat, but this is the way that it looks. I absolutely love this because, y'all, I actually have my hair under a wig cap in a bun in the back. But it is short in the back, and I love that it has bangs. You know, your girl got a little, I'm not afraid to show my forehead, but your girl got a big one. Yeah, forehead. So, but it's okay. It's okay. But for fall vibes, I really like my hat. I haven't worn it in such a long time, so I thought I would wear it today. But yes, I am loving units. And let me just say, you don't have to be having, like, your edges don't have to be tore up. You can be in a protective style state, and I highly suggest, if you are a woman on the go, if you have children, be okay with wearing a unit. Now, me and my husband, love my husband, and so I was concerned on how he would think. So this is how I brought it to him. So I put on the unit. I was in the bathroom, and I was like, babe, I gotta ask you a question. Can you come to the restroom? And he came in. He actually, before he came in, he saw my hair because I was like this, posed like this. And he was like, oh. I was like, never mind. That's all I needed. I knew he would like it. He was like, I really like this look. I like that you're changing up your look. Don't be afraid to, spice up the look. He absolutely loves it. And I was in my own head. Like, I do have hair in my head. I do. But you don't have to, be in a state of, needing a hair unit to want to wear one. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just want to boost your confidence. If you want to try a different look, this was totally inexpensive. I wanted to try out some of Temu's units because it looks like it was very, very similar to some of the ones that I saw on Amazon. And the ones on Amazon was a little bit, they weren't expensive, but they were pricier than the ones on Temu. So I did get another unit. It's a wavy, but that one I can actually blow out and curl. It's a little bit longer. I think I want to go for one that's even longer than this, but this one I paid I want to say under $20 for. So I will leave the link down below, but I wore this and I will show y'all a picture of it. But I wore it to service just like this on a Tuesday night, and my husband's like, yes. Okay, moving on. I really like this. I'll leave a link down below. Moving on to another product. This is from Curly Proverb. Now, if you have seen her on YouTube, you can see she is a Brit, and she has lovely, lovely long hair. Well, she has this brand called Curly Proverbs. Curly Proverbs, yeah, with a Z. And this is the fenugreek elixir. I have been really loving this, and it has some amazing ingredients. Coconut oil is the first ingredient. Olive oil is the second. Fenugreek seeds, and they literally have fenugreek seeds. I love that this is a long look. See, there's a fenugreek seed. infused in here. But I love that this is a long dropper. Like when I love to mix some oils too, but I like to purchase them too. But this one has some really good things. It has castor seed oil, henna in it, which I normally wouldn't put in here, but I really like. She has vitamin C, tea tree oil, and rosemary oil. This is a really good oil, like for length retention. If you have a hair growth challenge, because of that rosemary in here, it helps strengthen the hair and keeps your hair from, it prevents breakage. So I really, really enjoy this oil, and this is what I've been loving so far. And look, you get a good amount. This is like 100 mils. This is a 3.4 ounce bottle, and it is glass, so loving it. Okay, let's move on to some Christian things. I'm really excited, and then we'll go to makeup. Okay, I have been loving these books. Okay, I realize that I'm one that reads out like various books at the same time. You know, God was already talking to me about elevating my life and elevating like my reading, elevating my prayer life, elevating how much what I give to others and to the ministry, investing in my own ministry that I go to. And so in doing that, I wanted to revisit a book, and this is called 12 Things Jesus Said About Money. My friend CJ invited me to share this, and this is $10. This book is only $10, and I love it. Talks about Christian lifestyle, stewardship, and giving. So it covers all of those things. I highly recommend this. I am going back over this book. I feel like, I missed something, and I really want to elevate what I do in terms of my finances. And she talked about that. Andrea talked about that. So I'm really excited about doing that in my spiritual growth and just like growth in general. This is going to help my family. This is going to help develop that Proverbs 31 woman that we were talking about. And the Proverbs 31 woman is that woman that is into her self-value, because we have value, right? And so she is in the value of her children. She is into the value and the respect for her husband. And I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Like, how should I be spending my money? What kind of steward am I over the household money? Like, I am responsible for paying the bills. Now, let me say that I'm responsible for literally going online, but my husband is the breadwinner for our home. He is the provider, and above all, God is the provider of the entire household. Like, that's who he looks to as well. But I am so excited. Like, I'm the one that literally like goes and pushes the button and say paid, right? But because of that, I do have some freedom to shift and move some things around. Like, how am I doing that? How am I maneuvering those things for my family? This book, oh my goodness. Now, I have always been a supporter and have a special love for Stormy Omartian. She did this book called, the first book that I read of hers was The Power of a Praying Woman. Then The Power of a Praying Wife, and now The Power of Praying Together. Now, I have the power of a praying like marriage, and I need to get into that book. But this one, Praying Together, oh my goodness, such an amazing book. I'm basically into, and y'all, I haven't even finished this, but she talks about finding a partner, the power of one. She talks about like joining like a church grouping and praying together. I love how she talks about different relationships and how they incorporate. And Matthew 16 verse 19 and Matthew 18 verse 18 through 20 talks about when we touch on one thing, where two or three are together in Jesus' name, and we ask him that he would be in the midst. He would agree with us. And so I personally, in the month of September, saw that happen. Like, God was like you know what? And this is in my prayer life, you guys. I was praying and the Lord said, I'm going to prove something to you. I want you to give. Now, I was like, give? And he was like, yeah. He gave me a certain amount and he said, sow it into your ministry. Sow it into your own ministry. And he said, I'm showing you to prove a point to you. And he said, I want you to touch and agree with your husband, because that's two, right? And then the word of God led me to share it with the church family. And y'all, God, it has not stopped. It has gone over into October. I'm filming this into in the month of October, but I am so grateful. God proved himself again. Like his words do not fall to the ground. So I encourage you guys, touch and agree. It's at 2 or 3 on one thing. Pray about it. Speak the language of God and really I just want you to be encouraged on what God is doing and the power of praying together. Highly recommend this. It talks about some simplistic things, but it is awesome. Okay. I feel like I'm taking up time, but I have not been on here for a while. So if this video is long, just get to the places that you want to. But y'all, just vibe with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And just put it, while you're cleaning or what have you. But God is so good. And so got to talk about these. Okay. This one. This is a real one, y'all. If you like... If he's a real one, okay? Kenny Gatlin, y'all, this man plays no games. Like, this is called the spirit of Eli, the destructive spirit that's ruining families, churches, and kingdom leaders. The spirit of Eli. I was like, what? Yes, y'all. I'm not done with this, but this is a book that when you read it, honey, you're going to have to digest it a little bit by a little bit. Like, this is like steak. Okay, this is not milk. This is meat. Like this, the way that she wrote this book, it was like, even if you're a babe in Christ, you're just starting your walk, this book is for you. 12 things Jesus said about money. If you're having issues about being stingy, okay, let's be real. And you really want to start giving and planting seeds and sowing seeds spiritually, because God does talk about the power, the law of the harvest is what you sow is what you're going to reap, right? So if you know what I'm saying? That may be an intermediate book. It's for beginners, but it's also like an intermediate book. But this one right here, honey, if you just want to get down to the meat, this is steak, honey. This is what you're going to have to masticate very slowly. Masticate means eat, chew, right? If you need to chew on some words, he plays no games. This, and I ain't even done with all this, but I was just like, whoo. Yes, but it has so much truth. It's like sitting there and allowing things just that are wrong to just be wrong. Like what are we doing? What are we doing as body of Christ? What are we doing? This book, y'all, this addresses it, and like we gonna be held accountable. But this book right here, like this is sound the trumpet, sound the alarm. Don't play any games. If you know something is wrong and you have a brother or sister in Christ and you need to address it, talk to them about it. It is about the delivery. But if we truly love one another, then we should be addressing some things. Like right now, I feel like the spirit of the age is the rise of false prophets. And Jesus talked about it. It shouldn't be a surprise, but we're seeing some like prophetic. I've heard the prophetic, the synthetic, the pathetic, okay, instead of God's prophetic. And so this, because Eli was a prophet and his sons, let's just talk about the story for a second. His sons were doing evil. They were performing sexual immoralities in the house of God. Like they were that exposed. They were that like okay with like, and Eli knew what they were doing. And so this right here has to turn back on my camera. Okay, so if you need a read that is it's a read. It reads your spirit and it really sets you in check. But we need self-examination. We need to see, and don't let those things fester. And, if we're friends, if we're sisters and brothers in Christ, we have to address those things. And the spirit of Eli really addresses that. Just saying. Whew, I felt like that was like some deep stuff. This right here, prayerful planner. This is my prayerful journal, and it's not my prayerful planner. I do have a prayerful planner, but this is my prayerful journal, and I'll show you. I'm okay with not writing in this every day. I feel like sometimes I forget, but this is like my prayer requests written down, and my sister talked about that in the Powerful Principles of Prayer. She did a virtual seminar. And I will leave the link down below if you guys want to see that. Or, put it down in the comments if you want to see it. And I will send it to you. Or I will add it to the description box. But this really breaks down. It tells what day did I, pray. I can put the date. I can put my prayer list during the day. If I think about something at night, it actually separates day and night before you go to bed. And I like that because some people pray in the morning, right? And then there's other ones that pray before they go to bed. So I love that hey, I had that prayer request. Oh, I thought about something. I pray in the morning, so I have more things in the morning written down. But then it also breaks in the morning. Praise. Lift up a praise to God. So this is great if you're doing morning devotion. It allows you to write down your thoughts. It compartmentalizes those things, which I love. It has a space for praise, a space for rejoicing, and lists the 3 things that you're grateful for today. I love that, starting off with an attitude of gratitude, lifting up a praise to God. What do you want to praise God for today? And affirmation. What does God say that you are today? Today. And this is what I'll give you. Let me see what my last one was in here. And it gives weekly reviews, also prayers. And okay, so on August 17th, I'll tell you what I did. It said that the prayer that I wanted to do is start a business and posture myself for blessings, a new home. And that's what my prayer was for that day. I thank God for his faithfulness. His promises are being planted and taking root in me. And then rejoicing, I had, it looks like I didn't finish it, but I did put down 2 things instead of 3. And I said, my Father in heaven loves and cares for me. My Father God hears me and responds to what I am saying. And those are the things that I wanted to be great, that I was grateful for that day. My affirmation is, I'm a daughter of the Most High God. He hears me, and my Father is concerned about my well-being. And it says yielding. What can I surrender to God today? And I said my negative thoughts. I'll surrender my doubt. I'll surrender myself, my insecurities, and past failures. I will surrender those to God. And then it talks about how are you feeling today? And I circled I'm feeling good. And reflection. 3 things, and this is at night what happens. It says reflection. 3 great things that happened today. And I said I had an awesome prayer with the Father on August 17th. So I absolutely love this. You can actually it has a marker in here of where you want to end, but I absolutely love my prayer journal. It's great to take with you during your prayer time with God too, because it keeps you focused. When your body or your mind wants to wander, I do turn off my phone. I put it on silent for the moment. Whatever's happening, God will handle it. I'm like, God, that's how it is. But absolutely love this prayer journal. I'll leave a link down below, but it's from, I know I ordered this and it was on, let me see. Yeah. Oh, they're on Instagram. So I'll leave their Instagram down below. Okay. Holla. Joseph. Joseph. That's too loud. Turn it down. Okay, let me move on to apparel because we're still talking about Jesus, okay? This I got from Temu, y'all. This says, pray on it, pray over it, pray through it. Y'all, I think I paid like under $10 for sure. Like, I think like between $6 and $9 for these shirts. I have this one. I have this one. I actually love animal print. Hello. I also have this one. This one says, with God, all things are possible. And I love wearing these to school, okay? I'll probably wear this whole ensemble with this shirt and maybe some leggings or some like sports leggings, some tights or something, and some boots tomorrow. I am into combat boots, by the way, again, and these are two. I have one more, but I'm going to wear that. These two I've worn already. The other two I haven't, but I got these from Temu as well. And so I am absolutely loving that as well. Okay, let's move into skincare. I have started doing skincare Sundays. I used to do skincare Saturdays. No, skincare Sundays on Instagram. I did a get ready with me that I left on my Instagram. If you want to check it out, but it was a get ready with me for church. I will be changing out of this, but I've already done my makeup. I'm going to wear this hair unit today, and I might wear this hat. I don't know. Like, I like the vibe that I have going on. We'll talk about makeup in a second, but let's talk about what I put on my face first. The first thing I want to talk about is what I am washing my face with. And this is from Pacifica. This was a blind buy. I went to Ulta and I needed to buy a face wash. I really like this. This reminds me of the Creamy Cleanser by La Roche-Posay. This is the Wake Up Beautiful Dream Jelly face wash. Now it's a jelly, not a gel face wash. It has like a light foam. So if you have dry skin, this is perfect for you. Pacifica is cruelty free and vegan. So I really love this. It is a glass bottle, which I love, and I really like this. It's a gentle gel cleanser for daily use. I really, really, really like this. It does have, it brings some hydration back to the skin, and it has quinoa and mushrooms. It's sulfate free, and it's for dry combo skin types. I really like this. If you need something gentle, and especially going into the fall and winter months, this is a very, very good cleanser. It is a pump and I'm almost gone. That's the other thing I like about this is that I love the aesthetic that it has, but I can tell I have something, with bottles like this where I can't tell how much I have left. Like I don't like running out. So really love this cleanser. But let me move on to this. Despite the fact of the packaging, this I love is very clean, very modern, but I can't tell how much I have. And so it's so sad. But I really like the product itself. This is the Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer, SPF 46 right there. And let me tell you what I love about this, okay? It has a glow. It gives your skin a glow, but it also is medical grade skincare. I really enjoy this a lot. I forgot, I guess I'm not going in the order of how I put it on my face. But this I really like. It has a tint, so I don't really get that white cast. I have it on today. I really enjoy this, and I like it a lot. It's probably one of my favorites SPFs, and it's SPF 46. I like to go above 30, especially now that I'm over 40. Not now. I've been like over 40 for a couple of years. I'm like mid 40, okay? But yes, I really like that. And this one, y'all can tell about how much is left and how much is gone. This is the Clarins. Y'all see that? This is the Clarins Double Serum. It says Hydric and Lipic System. So it's a double pump. And I love that you can control how much you pump out. So there is a right here at the top, it shows either you can do a big pump or it will come out in small squirts. I love that you can control how much. It does have a lovely smell, and this is what I love about this. This is like a 2-in-1. That's why it's called a double serum. If I could just put this on my face and it be it. I really like it's anti-aging. This is probably one of my favorites. And you know, I'm ranking my skincare products right now. I did foaming cleansers. That should post soon. And it'll be up before this video, I think, goes up. And I just did cleansing balms and cleansing oils, and I'm ranking them for a woman that's over, 40 and, want to address some fine lines, wrinkles, and all that good stuff. Okay. But this I really like. I have to be very careful with some vitamin C because if it's too strong, it will break me out and you will see it on my face. But I really enjoyed this. I can feel the lift. It gives a beautiful, beautiful glow, and it's expensive, but let me tell you, this is often on the 21 Days of Beauty, so catch it on a sale. I want to say it's about $100, but on 21 Days of Beauty, it's one of those things that sometimes you can find for half off or something. If you have a gift card, that's what I did, but I'm really, really enjoying this right here. And I love that I can see how much it's gone, right? I'll probably be repurchasing that after I run out. That's how good it is. Just saying. Okay, another skincare product that I am loving is the Belief True Cream Aqua Balm. Now, this is an OG. I have loved this for years. This is how it looks. Now, they have the moisturizing balm, but this one is like a water-based. So if you have, I think it makes my makeup look very, very smooth because it is water-based, especially if you have a water-based foundation. Now, let me talk about something. I use this as a moisturizer and it absorbs very, very well. But this I would use more so for water-based foundations. If your skincare, if your makeup is breaking up, it's probably because you have to be careful when it comes to skincare and your primer. You want to make sure that your primer, for sure, it matches with the foundation. I am one about an eye cream, okay? I have puffy under eyes. I have naturally genetic dark circles, so your girl need an eye cream. This eye cream, this is the Derma E Stem Cell Eye Lifting Treatment. It has copper peptides and cacao plum, and this is from their Firm and Lift line. This is my favorite line from Derma E. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, it says Firm and Lift, okay? But I love that I can take this eye cream and pat it all the way around. So I have fine lines and wrinkles, that happens on top of the eye as well. And sometimes I put the eye cream like, in this area, where you make faces, this gets fine lines. And so I just take it all around my eyes, make sure I pat, because this goes into your eye frame, right? So I really like this. I feel like I can tell a difference, and it does reduce some of the puffiness of my eyes in the morning. My eyes are puffy. Drinking more water, but that's one of the things that's counteracting that. Moving on to makeup. Let's talk about it. 2 foundations that I have been loving. One drugstore and another that's high-end. Color Stay. This is the long wear foundation. It has hyaluronic acid in it, as you can tell. Got it from CVS, but it is for normal to dry skin. I was trying to get the other one from Revlon, and I actually like this one better. I have the one that's like more of a serum-y, and I really want Revlon to work on having more olive tone undertones, but this one was okay for me. This is in 460. I really don't care about it being SPF 20. I really wish that the makeup would just be the makeup and I could choose because I just want to make sure that I don't get that flashback. But it's long wear. It's 24 hours. It lasts all day. And this one is the one that has hyaluronic acid for 24-hour hydration. I do feel like it looks very natural. It's buildable coverage, and it has a natural finish. It hydrates. It says it improves skin's quality day after day, and it's oil free. I do feel like the longer I wear it, the better it looks, for real. I don't know how they put it. I don't know how it works. But if you can find your shade in this, I highly recommend it. Obviously, you can tell this is my winter shade. This is my fall and winter shade. So this is a perfect time to talk about this. But I do mix in like a little bit of bronzing, like bronzing drops or something like that to make it a little bit darker during the summer and spring and summer. But this is one that I like. A hydrating foundation is what I really like during the fall and winter. Now, I really like this. See how this is a little bit darker? This is my summer and spring and summer shade, but I like this year round. This is the Studio Skin 24-hour Hydra Foundation. I have noticed the older that I'm getting, I mean, that means I'm still alive, right? We don't want to age, but it's going to happen. Okay, as long as you're alive, you're going to go get older. Okay, you can't turn back the hands of time in terms of your age, but maybe slow down, kind of like the fine lines or wrinkles, and you know what I'm saying. But this one I've always liked. This is my second bottle. This is one of my first loves. I think this is one of the first foundations that I totally ran out of. Not the same bottle, y'all, but this actual foundation. It's been around for a long time. I have it in 3.2, the skin tone. So the skin tone is medium dark and the undertone is neutral. I love this about Smashbox is that they have a great range in terms of their foundations. It does have a pump. I really like it, and you can cover it up, which means I can travel with this, but I really enjoy this. I can wear this. I can use a brush with a little bit more coverage, which is what I have it on today. And I use actually my kabuki brush to apply it, but I also like this. It's buildable. It looks I feel like it has a natural to radiant finish, but I also, if I use powder, it's not going to shift or move on me. It does have like a medium thick viscosity. This one is a little bit more runny, but this one is a little bit more thick. This actually reminds me of NARS Sheer Glow. Now, it does not have as much radiance to it, but I feel like this is like, no, not NARS Sheer Glow. What is the radiant one that's like last all day? That's what that is, the NARS one. But I really like the Smashbox. Their undertones I really like. I like NARS too, but this just has some like nostalgic like memories, makes me think about, because this is the first one I totally ran out. I knew Smashbox before I knew NARS, and so I just got a love for it anyway. But still love NARS, but I love Smashbox too. Okay, moving on, let's move forward. Concealer, okay? Girl's best friend when you are over 40, okay? Complexion becomes everything, and more of the color, like not so much, I feel like. Is that just me? Comment down below and let me know. Like, is it less makeup and more complexion? But your girl, I already told you, I have hereditary dark circles, and so I have been loving this. It is the Radiant Creamy Color Corrector by NARS. NARS knows complexion as well. I really enjoy this, and I do, because it's Radiant Creamy, I do let it set for a while before putting this on my face. Now, I do not use a beauty blender when I use this. I actually use, let me show you what I use. I use kind of like a kabuki. Where's that? I used it today. Where's my kabuki brush? Okay, so I'll use something like this. As you can tell, you can see I've used color corrector on there. Now, this is not the one that I used on here, but this is the type of brush that I'll use. It's like, this is like a mini kabuki, but the kabuki that I used today, I don't know why I can't find it now. Where's it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. See how this is a pointed kabuki? Sigma has this one is by Luxie. It is called a pointed top kabuki. So I like that it's pointed. That way I can get in here. This one's great for spreading concealer back and forth and placing it right there where you want it. I like this better for concealer instead of a beauty blender, unless it's a thick concealer. I like using a kabuki. This one is very thin and it's actually runny. It does have, instead of a doe foot, it has a little small brush at the tip of it. So I really enjoy this, but it brightens under the eye. This is the reason why I use this one. Okay, I do have one that's a little bit more orange. This is going to like really eradicate those dark circles, but if I want to like color correct and brighten, you see how this one is more apricot. This is in the shade light, so they do have darker shades, and I do want to get the one that's in the pot because I did see NARS has a color correcting like one in a pot. If you guys have tried that, let me know what you have thought about that. I do have a couple of concealers. Now, if I am not wearing foundation, that day, I still will put on a concealer because I have dark circles. So I can get away with like putting on tinted moisturizer, but I got to go in with I got to do something about the under eye. So these concealers have been my jam. I will, until I try some more. These are my jams. Pat McGrath, Surreal Skin. Love it. I have it in M15. This one, it matches my skin tone a little bit more. So if I want to be more natural that day and not really brighten under the eye, then I'm going for this one. It has a very nice smooth finish, but it can be a bit wet. So I do have to set it. It's a little bit thicker than the Radiant Creamy, but this is a good combination. I actually use these two this morning. Okay, as you can tell, this one is a little bit lighter. This is a number 6. This is from Armani Beauty, and this is the Power Fabric Concealer. This is like medium to full coverage. This is buildable, and I used it to brighten under the eye. So if you see any brightness, it's because of this baby right here. And I have it more of a like light, if you can see, it has more of an olivey undertone, but I really like this. If I want to brighten it, it's not too gray. Now this one is thick. Okay, this one is thick, girl. But I have this is like my second tube I'm going through. This is the Full Wear Infallible concealer, and I get it in 365 Cashew. This one I use with a beauty blender because it's very thick. Okay, but it covers my under eye sins. Okay, it covers those flaws. I absolutely love this, and if you're looking for something drugstore, highly recommend. This is probably my number one. This is the main concealer that I use from the drugstore, for real. I do love that e.l.f., but I love this one a little bit more. The e.l.f. has great undertones if you need a color correct one for color correcting, but that one is the jam. Okay, I feel like this is gonna be a long video, like no joke. Okay, let's move on because I'm talking about all the things I love in the month of September, and this is like current favorites, like I've been loving for a while. Let's move on to things. I'm just talking about the stuff that I've like been using for a while. e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow Setting Powder. I use this as a finishing powder after and buff it all over my face after everything is set because it does have a glow. This is in the shade medium beige. I really enjoy this. It is a setting powder, but it has some luminosity to it. It gives me like hourglass feels, but in a loose powder form. If you can see that it has like a radiant glow, I feel like this is great for dry skin if you don't want that flat look. Okay, I could actually go and put on concealer, have my tinted moisturizer, and if I wanted to like just give my face like a little something, I could just use that. Okay, setting powder. Love this. Going back to an OG, this is the Too Faced Ethereal Setting Powder. I love this because it also gives, this one kind of reminds me of Laura Mercier, but it's not flat. It's not like Laura Mercier is like matte. This is like, it's not going to leave you matte. It does have, it reminds me of, you know what? It reminds me of the Hourglass Veil, the loose setting powder. If that is too expensive for you, go for this. This is really, really good. I used it to set my under eye, which I love. I took these from Amazon. This is a great puff, and you know, it goes around the nose. These come a dozen. It's by a brand called Beaky. You can actually flip it and use it and then put it in the wash, like for real, soap and water. But I really like how I really, really like this, and I use this on clients whenever I'm doing makeup these days. Okay. Really, maybe 3 more things in terms of 4 more things in terms of makeup, and then we'll go to fragrance. Okay. Let's talk about this. This is what I have on my lips. I have been loving like lip oils. This one is the Slick. What is this called? The shade Slick lip oil in the shade Sangria. I have it on my lips. It gives some shade, but it also hydrates my lips. I really like it, especially around this time of year. My lips tend to get very dry. Really love this. I do have another one. It's more of a natural, like a natural brown. I forget the shade that is, but this is one that I love. And I also love their lipsticks, Merit lipsticks. This one is in the shade Les Avenues. I feel like I'm transported to Paris. Look at this. A little bit more color, right? I love how like smooth and creamy. If you like YSL, like Volute shines, you're going to like these type, and it does not cost as much, but it really, and look, the packaging is very sleek, very beautiful, very modern. It actually reminds you of Dior, right? So I really like those. I got introduced to this brand in the month of September. It's called Game Beauty. I used it for my eye look today. I do have this look that I did on Instagram, and I did it on Instagram Live, but I left it on my Instagram post. And so this is how it looks. Look at those shades. Perfect for fall. You can get your latte look. You can get your pumpkin spice look. I love that it has some teal in there. You know what? These eyeshadows are very, very pigmented. But I'm going to share with you guys. I feel like that the brushes that are on Game Beauty are perfect for the eyeshadows. These are those pigmented, like heavily pigmented, that you could get a lot of fallout. But because look how detailed these brushes are. This one reminds you of like the MAC 224. And then this, look at this blending brush. Okay, I'm trying to show you under, like behind here, right? Then this one is perfect for like if you wanted to make an eyeliner out of any of them, just spray this. I've done that before, and make a feline. And then look out how detailed these are. I think that these are perfect for pigmented and pigments. I feel like that these are pressed pigmented. They have some very great color payoff. I do have a shorts with Game Beauty, so check that out. I do leave links down below, and I show like some of the other things, like their highlighters really good, and you can use that as eyeshadow. But this color payoff, I don't even want to. I'll in that shorts, it shows you. I did swatch some of these, but the pigment is crazy good on this. Like, this is underrated. It's an indie brand. I highly recommend it. And look at the packaging. This is called the Victory Palette. That packaging, I'm just saying, really put some work into this. Very good. You can't tell a book by its cover, but in this case, you can. Okay, the outside is just as good as the inside. And these brushes, if you want some more detailed brushes, these, like for these 5 brushes, I want to say was under $40. Like, that is insane. That would be $8 a brush. I think it's less than that. But these are very, very, very good. I was very impressed with that. Okay, with that said, I think that is all for makeup. No, one more makeup product. I always like forget one more thing. Okay, this reminds me of Hourglass too. I have so many Hourglass like kind of like comparisons or even dupes in this video. But this is from a brand called Mayel Beauty, and y'all, this is like my Radiance Bronze Light, my bronzer at a fraction of the cost. Look at that. You can actually dip in here for the highlighter if you wanted to, or you could just like rub your brush in here and just go to town. I'm gonna show you. I don't really have on any highlighter, but it's luminous already. But I'm just dipping into the highlighter part of this, and you'll be able to see it probably more on my nose than anything. But I really, really like, you can see it right there. Really, really like this. Oh, got some lipstick right there. I really like this for real, for real. Like, I will take this duo fiber brush and go to town. This is the bronzer I'm wearing today. I love that they have, this is versatile for dark, for deeper skin tones. Look at that bronzer right there. Love it. Love it. Okay, done with makeup. Let's move on to fragrances. I have 3 to talk about. I have some old school and I have some new school. Okay, let's go to old school. This I feel like I need to keep this fragrance with me. It's like vanilla musk. It's like light airy. This is like sophisticated woman. What is this? Lancome Tresol. Okay, this is very like Parisian ish, but I get like musk, I get vanilla, I get like this is sophisticated woman in a bottle. Like, y'all, it's light airy. It's like a year-round fragrance, and really you can wear a fragrance year-round, but I loved it so much I got the big bottle. Yes, and I've been savoring it. I love it. You can wear this during the day, you can wear this at brunch, you can wear this to church, you can wear this you know, dinner date. I really like mixing mine, so I'm gonna show you the one that I mix with this that I really like. This is not really a newbie, but I don't know if I've even talked about this on my channel, but look how much I've used. This is Armani Code Absolute. Now, I have not seen that you can actually buy this in a store. I actually had to buy this off of the Armani Beauty website. But when I tell you, I'm gonna be wearing this to church today anyway. When I tell you, this is like dark, like deep amber, beautiful, sophisticated. Like, this is heavy. I like heavy, like beautiful scents. I don't like the light and airy. Like, my body chemistry needs, hear me roar, woman. But I really like this, and I love pairing it with this. This can come across light and airy. I tend to now, I used to wear this by itself, but this gives you feels of YSL opium, black opium. But this smells more sophisticated than that. I don't know. I really, really like Tresol. But this Armani Code Absolute is, y'all, this is beautiful. This is a sleek bottle. Love it. Now, a heavy one that's an OG. This is Dior Addict or Addict. No, Addict. Yes. It is a Eau de Parfum, and I really like this. Let me smell this. Because now this is like, girl, wear me at night. That's probably why it's dark. But look at the bottle. I really love how chic and beautiful this is. But it is such a beautiful scent. It is heavy. It gives you like deep musk, like oud leather feels. It gives like, it does feel like it has some vanilla musk in there, but oh, so good. I actually can mix all of these together and I would be okay. I feel like I'm into the dark amber, oud, leather, vanilla musk kind of feel. I love tobacco. I love those type of like feels of like deep, heavy, sophisticated type of scents. So those are my fragrances, and I think we are done. Thanks so much for watching. There will be more, but for the time being, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Peace and blessings. Pray that your day is wonderful. We are off to church today, and I'm just gonna have a good time in Jesus. Bye, guys.